Hello, my name is Eric and I'm going to be showing you how to keyframe in Premiere Pro. The three things I'm going to be going over is what keyframing does, how to keyframe, and what you can keyframe in your next project. So what keyframing does, it allows you to animate anything in the video. So I'm going to show you a quick example of this. So if you take a look here, I've already keyframed it, but if you take a look here, the what comes out like that. Now we're done with what keyframing does. I can show you how to keyframe. And to show you this, I'm going to use the same example I used with the what right here. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take it off screen. So you go up here and you can take this positioning tool and you can slide it off screen. And what you're going to do next is the actual keyframe portion. So these little stopwatches all across the editing section here, you can take them, you can click them, and that sets the keyframe. So the first thing I'm going to want to do, since if I move it right here, it's not going to do anything. Only thing it's going to do is move this out here, but there's not going to be any actual animation going on as I slide it. So I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back. I'll move this selector out here and then move this so that when I go back, it does exactly what I just showed you before. Keyframing is very, very simple. It can get tedious at times, depending on how far you decide to go in your video. It does make for a more professional look. So next example I'm going to show you is a transition. So I just did a simple slide transition. So I'm going to show you this. So these are two separate pictures that I put together, and you can see the little line there that actually separates them. You can use all the basic transitions just with keyframing if you so wish. So with this transition, with the slide transition, all I did was I took the first one, the first video, the first picture. I started the keyframe towards the end of it right here. So when that started moving, I started this keyframe. You can see it here. These right here are the actual keyframes. So you can see this is all that I only did 2 keyframes. So I put it in and out. So for this one, I started it and it slides. So if you get rid of this one, it's just by itself. And don't forget, you also want to start, if you decide to use this transition, you also want to start it when this first one starts to move, so it looks a little bit more clean. I mean, most people won't notice the line with just first looking at it, especially if it's in a quick video, but make sure that you at least start it, the transition, when you start the first one, that's when you want to start the second one as well. Except the second one's obviously going in a different direction than the first one. And you're not just limited to video keyframes, you can also keyframe sounds as well. So if you want to gradually increase the sound or decrease the sound, you could do that. So with the sound portion of keyframing, I don't usually go up here to use it. What I would do, which makes it a little bit more simpler, if you're just going for a fade in or a fade out, is you want to click P on your keyboard if you're using Windows. Make an in portion, an out portion, and if you're doing a fade in, you want to drag this down to wherever you feel like you want to start to fade in, or how loud you already want it to be, and if you listen, it'll fade in. Make that a little bit quieter. And of course, fading it out is the same process, except it's on the other side, so it looks more like, it's gonna sound like this. Cool, so we learned how to transition not only with just videos and graphics, but also with sound. The last thing I'm gonna be showing you with keyframing is motion tracking in the actual video. So let's say I want to take this piece of paper and I want to track its motion. So I have something to track, so let's just toss it around. And I can take this, put it into Premiere Pro, and I can track its motion. Alright, so now I'll show you how to track the motion of the object that you decided to put in your video. So for instance, this piece of paper. Okay, first I'm going to show you this example, and then I'll show you how to do this. So I'm going to play it through, and then I'm going to do it frame by frame so you can actually see what's going on. So I'm going to play it through. And since that was a little bit quick, you can actually see frame by frame it's being tracked. Now, this is also just as simple as any other keyframing that we've done so far. So let's go right here. What I'm going to cut right here. And then for this portion, I'm going to zoom in So I get a focal point of where I want to start catching each frame. So if I start here, I hit the position keyframe, and frame by frame, you just follow the object. And once you're finished, you get the same end product. So this is one that I haven't even done yet. I'm gonna go back through, I'm gonna play, and you can see 2 keyframe motions that we now have. Cool. Keyframing is actually very simple once you understand the basics of it. Once you continually do it, you just like anything else, you get better at it. Alright, thanks for watching and have a magnificent day.